I'm your host, Brody Aronson, and I'll be talking about Snowmobiles 101. Some important things about snowmobiling you should know is the history of snowmobiling, the benefits of snowmobiling, and what gear you should wear when you go snowmobiling, and how to keep up with maintenance on your sled. Next, we'll talk about the history of snowmobiling. The history of snowmobiling goes back a long time. Back in 1922, when Joseph Armand Baumreiter, a teenager, created the first concept of a snowmobile. It was a newly designed fan-propelled over snow machine that he took out on the local streets. Baumreiter didn't know that this invention would improve majorly over the years and become one of Canadians' favorite winter activities. Baumreiter one day had an idea. What if he could develop a vehicle that could efficiently drive in snow? The first snowmobile that he made had a sprocket wheel system, and it came with a two-stroke 10-horsepower motor. Also, with the creation of the first snowmobile led to the creation of the B7 snowmobile. The B7 was a 7-seat snowmobile for doctors to use to get to patients in remote locations. Then, Baumreiter spent 20 more years to release the first snowmobile to the consumer market. It took so long to release because he had people testing, referring, improving designs of it. When they were doing the official launch, they called it Ski Dog, but the newspapers companies had a spelling error, and that's how the Skidoo name was created, because they misspelt it on the papers. Over the years, Skidoo has built up the reputation as one of the top snowmobiles brands, and they now are making electric snowmobiles, but only for their utility lineup. Another company making electric snowmobiles is Tagia, which they created the electric snowmobile first before Skidoo did. Another thing you should probably know about snowmobiles is that it is a great form of exercise because you'll be working out your core strength and improving balance and coordination in both the backcountry or on the trails. Riding snowmobiles also has mental health benefits such as reducing stress or anxiety. Along with that, riding groups could also increase your communication skills because you talk about your whereabouts. Snowmobile gear is very important to invest in because it is a lot warmer than regular winter gear. The gear is very expensive, but it is also more durable than average winter gear. Snowmobile gear is windproof and waterproof. Not all snowmobile jackets are insulated because it gets very hot, especially if you're riding in the backcountry, since you move around a lot more than you would when you trail ride. Gear you should wear is a base layer like long johns, and then you'd wear pants and a jersey or a shirt, whatever you own or prefer. To top that, you need an outside layer such as a snowmobile jacket and snow pants or a monosuit, which is both of those combined into one, but it could also be cheaper or more expensive. It just depends the brand you go with. Then you'd also need a DOT approved helmet and goggles if your helmet doesn't have a shield attached to it so you can stay warm and protect your eyes. You would also need snowmobile gloves and boots. The boots you very especially need because they have better ankle support and they're pretty warm too. It is also very important to do maintenance on your snowmobile because it could keep your sled from breaking down in the middle of nowhere, which nobody wants for you or your buddies. If you do maintenance, your snowmobile will live a longer life. Maintenance you should perform on your sled before the winter season starts is to check the oil and chain case fluid, put the belt back on if you took it off after last season, and make sure it is in still good condition. Grease everything that needs to be greased. You're also going to want to check the spark plugs, make sure there's no bad gas in the tank, and then you're going to fill it up with premium gas only, and confirm there are no critters that have made a home out of it in the summer. Otherwise, you will want to clean it out very deeply. After all that is completed, you are good to start up your snowmobile and go on a ride by yourself or with some buddies, preferably with buddies because it's safer. To wrap this all up, snowmobiling is more complex than you may think, and important things to know are the history, the benefits for your health, and how to keep up with maintenance on your sled. Thank you for listening to Snowmobiling 101 documentary. Goodbye.